Hi everyone, welcome back to Tech Talk with O. Today I want to talk about this bad boy right here, the Pixel Fold, and how it held up. We're going to talk about three things mainly: the good, the bad, and the battery. The charger connected. That's called foreshadowing. Let's get started. Before June 2023, Samsung was the only foldable phone maker. But then in June 2023, Pixel came into the game with their Google Pixel Fold. Let's talk about what they got right. Starting with the camera. The pictures on this camera look like photography level photos. They look like they're photoshopped. They look like they're enhanced. They look just beautiful, beautiful pictures. The camera they got right, and they've always gotten their cameras right. They're just beautiful camera. Next reason to love the phone was the AI software features. There's some phones that can do some of the things Pixel phones can do, but no phone can do everything Pixel phones can do. I'm talking about screen calling, hold for me, magic eraser, cleaning out background noise while you're talking on the phone, summarizing audio recordings, translate text, unblur photos, blur background on photos. So if someone in June 2023 is trying to decide between the Galaxy Z Fold 4 or the Google Pixel Fold, comparison-wise, you're looking at amazing camera and amazing software. What else is there? Well, let's start with the bad, the UI. So going in, I knew the UI wasn't great on the Pixel Fold, especially when you're comparing it to Samsung, because Samsung has been making tablets for such a long time. They really got the UI on lock. They put a very similar tablet UI on their Z Folds. On this one, on the other hand, the UI, it's not so bad, but it's not so great. If you're looking for a phone that you could put two apps on at the same time and use it, you're doing just right. That's all you really need a foldable phone for. But when it comes to other things, like if you're using one app inside the inner screen, some apps are not optimized for tablet mode. So instead of just leaving it on 50% of the screen, Google Pixel Fold puts it on 70% of the screen. And you can only pull it to the left and do the same thing, or pull it to the right and do the same thing. You can't just keep it at half the screen. Or you can leave it right smack dab in the middle and then just leave those two big black bars on the sides, which is another really odd thing. Next is their taskbar. There's no real taskbar. There's just the apps that you choose to leave in the bottom. Then their next two apps, you can't move them. It's just their AI picks like, hey, you're going to pick one of these two apps next, we know it. And it's usually wrong. Again, going in, I knew the UI wasn't that great. But for foldable, all you really want to do is open two apps at the same time so you can multitask. That's about it. So if you're getting great AI features and you're getting great camera on the side, it's like, wow, that's great. That's more than what I need. Also, the top priority though is being a great smartphone. So by great smartphone, no lag, no overheating, no issues. Just don't make my life hard, make it easy. Just work, run right. I don't need any extra bells and whistles. Just be foldable, be cool. Let me check my X notifications, Twitter, for those of you who don't know. But let me just check my X notifications and watch YouTube at the same time. Let me go on my emails while texting back to somebody. Let me just do a couple things, just multitask. You know, that's all I ask. You know, everything else, like I said, the camera's extra, the AI features are extra. Everything's cool. You know, just be a good, reliable smartphone. That's all. So you heard the good, you heard the bad. Now it's time to hear about the battery. So your mileage may vary, but my battery was so bad. And Google on their Pixel phones has what's called adaptive battery, which is supposed to adapt to your behaviors so it can optimize your battery life. And I didn't get that one bit. I turned off adaptive battery. I left it on. I did troubleshooting steps. I went through online to see what people were saying and what I should be doing. I contacted Google. I went through their troubleshooting steps. I got the phone replaced and it was the same thing. The battery was just so bad. So if you have bad battery, at least give me great charging speeds, which this phone did not have. I even tried comparing the charging to a Galaxy Z Flip 4, and yes, the Galaxy Z Flip 4 has a smaller battery, but don't forget it also has a slower charging speed at 25 watts versus the Fold's 30 watts, and it charged way faster. So it doesn't even matter. It charged way faster. This charging was so bad. The battery was so bad. Just to give you an example of what I was going through, if you ever had a plant, like a flower, for example, and you watered the flower, and you left the flower in the sun, and you gave it the special soil and the feed, and you did everything that you're supposed to do to make sure this plant grows and lives and flourishes, and it wasn't working, so you give it more sunlight, more water, more soil, you took it outside, you let the little bugs get on it, you did everything you could do to allow it to flourish, and you just kept dying and dying and dying, and you kept adding more water, more sun, more everything, and it just kept dying and dying and dying, and there's nothing you could do about it. That's the Google Pixel Fold's battery. Foldable phones are expensive. They cost more than flagships while giving you less than flagships give you. You just really gotta want to be able to open 2 apps at the same time. And that's all they need to do. To me, you're not getting a foldable. You're using the oddly shaped screen because the battery died so fast, I never opened up the screen. I would always keep it closed using the passport style so that way I can preserve battery life. If you're thinking about getting a Pixel Fold, stop. Don't do it. Just get a phone from the Pixel A series, the 6A, 7A, 8A, whatever is coming up next. Just get one of those phones. You're going to have all the AI features, a better screen, the same cameras, and better battery life, all for less than 1/3 of the price of a Pixel Fold. All of the good, none of the bad, and all the better. So, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.